Hi guys, what is up? It's girl Karen, aka cakedbybabyk, and welcome back to my channel. We are venturing into part 5 of rating every single holiday gift set that is sold at Sephora this holiday season. If you guys have not watched parts 1 through 4, first of all, how dare you? Second of all, they're linked down below in the description. I mentioned this in the beginning of my previous video, but because I started my research and my note-taking so ahead of the game, a lot of brands have actually come out with more holiday sets. So we're gonna be going over a few makeup brands that put out their sets after I did all of my research. And then as promised, we're gonna move into makeup skincare hybrid brands, and then we're going to fully start with the skincare towards the end of this video. There's a lot of stuff that we're going to be talking about. I have a big bin of items. My wrist is about to fucking break, but before we get started, let's talk about my disclaimers. Once again, I'm operating from the standpoint of a full glam girly and as someone who has oily combination skin, and I'm only rating the gift sets that are listed on Sephora.com as new and limited edition. Now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. First up is Danessa Myricks, and if you guys watch me, you'll know that Danessa Myricks Beauty is one of my favorite makeup brands out there. Because Danessa is such a passionate makeup artist, it really translates into her brand when it comes to innovation. She cranks out the coolest stuff. Her packaging and her formulas really set her apart from everybody else. So let's talk about this set. This is the Mini Yummy Skin Flush Essentials Face and Lip Makeup Gift Set. This retails for $45, but the value is at $65, and you get 5 minis in here. You get 4 blush shades and 1 blurring balm powder. Let's talk about the blurring balm powder first. I actually have the shade 4, but in the kit you get Universal Radiant. That one goes on clear with a hint of radiance. As a victim of oily combination skin, this is such a godsend. As a matter of fact, all of her products with Upslight technology, they're all godsends. This and the blushes I'm about to talk about. If you guys aren't familiar with Upslight, it's an ingredient that absorbs your oil throughout the day. Need I say any more? This comes in a bunch of different shades, so you can wear it on its own, or if you're like me, you can use it as a primer. I love to use it primarily in my T-zone, and then I'll go in with a foundation on top, and it is just chef's kiss. Really like how they have the shade Universal Radiant in the kit, because the Universal Radiant is actually a newer formula. I think this is a great way to have people try it. Now let's move on to the blushes, because look at how beat up she is. Need I say any more? This was my wedding day blush. It's been my everyday blush for years. I'm wearing it right now. This is one of my all-time favorite shades. It's in Rosé and Brunch. It's a cream formula that blends out so seamlessly, and there is very little dewiness or radiance that comes off of it. The finish is definitely more natural to matte leaning. As you can see, they are very pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way. As I said before, I'm wearing it today. This is what it looks like on my skin tone, and you also get the shade Spiced Latte in this set. This one's definitely more of a bronzer moment, a blush and bronzer combination. I keep both of these right over here on my desk. The other 2 shades are It Girl and Prima Donna. It Girl is more of a cool toned pinky mauve, and then Prima Donna is more of a bright berry pink. Again, it's 5 minis for $45, but because it's so pigmented, these are gonna last you a long time. And just look at that. Like I said, I've been using this for years and I still have so much left. A mini is gonna last you a while. 5 out of 5. Next up is Valentino Beauty. I kind of have the same sentiments towards Valentino Beauty as I do YSL Beauty. I think they're very close on that playing field. Most of their products are Claire's quality makeup, but in high-end packaging. Anyways, this is the Spike Valentino Buttery Matte Refillable Lipstick Trio Set. So you get a full size of the buttery matte lipstick and 2 refills. You also get a studded couture clutch. Bruh. Is this 2012? Why are there studs up in this bitch? Strike number 1. Strike number 2 is putting a glittery gold shade in this set. Absolutely atrocious. The shade is called Put a Spike on It. It's giving Golden Faces lipstick shade. I'm sorry. I said what I said. Actually, I'm not even sorry. Who's wearing this? However, the refills do redeem it a little bit, I guess. There is Spike Pose, which is a mauve nude, and then Couture in the Streets, which is a rosy beige nude. This trio is $115, and transparently, I have not tried this specific lipstick formula, but given the fact that I don't like a lot of Valentino Beauty's products, I'm okay with not trying it, and I'm also okay with rating this a 1. potentially a 0. Pat McGrath Labs Gold 001 The Divine Decade Edition. Now this one is definitely for my editorial girlies, and it seems to be a kind of collaboration set because it includes Mehron, which is definitely a special effects artistry brand. This is what they call a pigment kit. So you get a gold pressed pigment that you can kind of scrape off and mix with the Mehron mixing liquid. With this mixing liquid, you can turn a powder into a liquid formula. For instance, if you have a black powder shadow that you really love and you want to turn it into an eyeliner, you can mix some of that liquid in there and use it as a liquid eyeliner. This kit also includes a metal spatula, so again, this is definitely more for the editorial girlies. If you work in print, if you do makeup for the theater, or if you do artistic makeup for photo shoots, I think this is definitely going to be up your alley. I actually think this is a great partnership because Pat McGrath Labs, they are a brand that is really known for their artistry. I immediately think of that glass skin editorial look that went viral a few years ago at New York Fashion Week. So this collaboration seems really organic. The price point, I would say, is pretty good considering Pat McGrath items are on the pricier side. This one retails for $52, and for the mixing liquid, it does seem like it's a little bit on the smaller end. However, with items like these, you really don't need a lot because this is targeted towards a very specific demographic. I am just gonna be in the middle and rate it a 3. All right, moving on to Refy. They only have one holiday kit, and that is the mini lip gloss trio gift set. I actually have a mini of the clear gloss, so this is one of the products that is in the trio. Love a metal applicator, and I love how they didn't skimp out on the minis because sometimes I feel like brands, because it's a mini, they don't put the same applicators or use similar packaging as the full-size counterpart. In addition to the clear shade, you also get Rosewood and Topaz, which is a limited edition shade. Rosewood is a medium warm pink, and Topaz has a little bit of gold champagne shimmer. This set retails for $30, so it's $10 for each mini. I'm gonna rate this one a 3. I like the formula enough. I don't think it's horrible, but I don't think it's show-stopping either. Price point isn't horrible, but I do think it could be better. Next up is actually a Sephora Favorites kit, and if you guys aren't aware with the Sephora Favorites kits, it's a bunch of brands that are sold in Sephora, not Sephora Collection, but a bunch of brands that are put together in a kit. If you guys watched part 1, the first few kits that I talked about were from Sephora Favorites, and I have another one here today. This is the Advent Calendar. This is the 25 Days of Beauty must-haves. I actually did an unboxing on this over on TikTok, so I will link that down below if you're curious as to what's in here. They market this as a $269 value, but it's for $99. You do get 5 full-size products in here, although I say that kind of loosely because 2 of them are a face mask and a pair of lashes. But the prices of all 5 of those things together, it adds up to $95.50, and again, this advent calendar is at $99. I do think you get a lot of good products in here, but a lot of them are also samples, not even a mini or a travel size. So I'm gonna rate this one I'm between a 3 and a 4. I don't want to be so generous to give it a 4 because there are a lot of samples and I don't really like that, but I do like the variety of products and the fact that you get your money's worth and then some. Maybe a 3.5, I'll cheat. All right, we are moving on to Summer Fridays, and if you guys have not noticed, we have now ventured into makeup skincare hybrid holiday set territory. This first one from Summer Fridays, I know a lot of people are going to be excited about. It is the Lip Butter Balm Minis. Now, I don't have all of the shades in this quad set, but I do have 3 of them. The only shade that I don't have is Pink Guava. I just don't like those tones on myself, but I will swatch the rest of these for you. There's Vanilla Beige, which is one of the earlier shades. Beautiful nudie brown, and then there is Cherry, which obviously is a cherry shade. And then there is Sweet Mint, which is clear and my personal favorite. Give it to me, Rachel. This set retails for $25, which I think is a pretty great price point. Again, they are minis, so they will not look like this. They will be exponentially smaller, but I do like the variety, and at the rate that it takes me to finish one full-size lip balm, I do not mind a mini. This one gets a 5. Now, the second set they have is the Holiday Trio set with Lip Butter Balm in Hot Cocoa and Toasted Marshmallow. I had this one in my possession, but I actually gave it to my brother-in-law because he is such a Summer Fridays lip butter balm stan. He has gone through multiple tubes of the vanilla lip butter balm, and when I saw this kit, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna give it to him. This trio comes with 2 full-sized lip butter balms in limited edition shades. I feel like Summer Fridays is really notorious for coming out with limited edition shades and flavors of their lip butter balms and then bringing it back permanently or in future holiday sets. I believe that Hot Cocoa was a limited edition shade in previous years, and once again, they brought it back for this set. And that is why I have it in my possession now to swatch for you. Gorgeous shade and scent. It smells so good. It smells like cocoa powder. The second lip butter balm shade is in Toasted Marshmallow, and that one has a little bit of a pearlescent finish, but it's very, very subtle, which is why I gave it to my brother-in-law, and his girlfriend is gonna take this shade. And the third item is a mini of the Jet Lag Mask. If you are a dry girly, you're going to love this product. This is, I believe, what they went viral with, and it's one of the first products, if not the first product, that they launched. Nice, thick, and hydrating formula without feeling overly heavy. My father-in-law actually really likes this because I gave him a little travel size of it to use when he was in the hospital recently. If you guys follow me on TikTok, you'll know what has transpired in the last few months. Anyways, he has dry skin and he very much enjoys this. I'm gonna rate this kit a 3. I don't like how there's 2 limited edition shades in here. I would have rated it higher if it only had 1 limited edition shade, but to each their own. I'm still gonna give it a 3. All right, this next one I actually have in my hands. This one is called the Dewy Pink Set with Mini Lip Butter Balm in Pink Sugar. This one retails for $38 but has a $58 value, and 2 of the products are minis with 1 full size. Let's talk about the full size first. This is their Blush Butter Balm, and unfortunately I don't have the shade that they have in this set. I mean, I do, but I'm gonna give this away, so I don't want to swatch it for you. This one is in Toasted Terracotta, and I just am not a fan of this blush formula. It's definitely meant for my more dry girlies. It's a cream formula that melts instantly when it hits the heat from your fingers or your face. The pigment level is just not where I would like my blushes to be, and the finish is very dewy. It doesn't dry down. Unfortunately, my hair sticks to it if I don't set it down with powder, and if I do set it down with powder, it just kind of defeats the purpose because the pigment from the blush is gone even more. I actually dug this out of my products I hate bin to show you for this video. But let's move on to the other products. There is a mini lip butter balm in Pink Sugar. I personally do not have that shade, but what I do have is a mini of the Cloud Dew moisturizer. This is a gel cream formula and very different from the Jet Lag Mask, which is supposed to be more thick and nourishing. This formula is definitely catered to my more oily skinned people, and that's a big reason why I love this moisturizer so much. This is my personal travel moisturizer, hence why it was almost empty. I think there's a little bit of a disconnect here because putting a moisturizer that is lighter and geared more towards oily skinned people and pairing it together with a dewy blush that works more for dry skinned people, it's a choice for a very specific subset of people, and the price point isn't bad at $38. I'm gonna give this one a 3. All right, next we're moving on to Glow Recipe. There are a lot of gift sets, and if you guys know, Glow Recipe is one of my favorite skincare brands. I use them literally non-stop. They've been in a ton of my empties videos. If you know, you know, and I've had the pleasure of working with them on a few partnerships. So I love a lot of their products, but that does not mean they're exempt from me hating a lot of their products too. So we're gonna get into that. The first set is called the Mini Glass Balm Lip Collection gift set. Unfortunately, I don't have the minis to swatch for you, but I do have the full sizes. And what divine timing, because I literally just got a PR package from Glow Recipe and it was full of these glass balms and some other face products. Honestly, I think this formula is pretty underrated. Is she revolutionary? No. Is she ultra nourishing? No, but she's hydrating and she gets the job done. The set retails for $25 for 4 minis, and the shades are Ice Bingsu, Strawberry Bingsu, Watermelon Bingsu, and Blackberry. Very glassy finish, and as you can see, they're definitely pigmented, but I wouldn't say that they're super opaque. Personally, I think this is a really great price point and a good way to try out the range if you haven't done so yet, or if you just want some for travel. I love me a lip mini. This is getting a 5. All right, the second set is called the Best of Hues Tinted Serum Cheek and Lip Gift Set. This retails for $39 and it has 3 products, 2 of which are minis and 1 of them full size. Once again, we have a lip balm mini. This kit comes with the shade Watermelon Bingsu. The next mini is the Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Hue Drops in Sun Glow. If you guys have tried the Watermelon Glow Dew Drops, it's a very similar consistency and scent. This obviously has a bronzing factor to it, and I can really appreciate that Glow Recipe didn't do the whole rectangular shaking bottle type of dewdrop. My bad, not dewdrops, glow drops. It feels more like a serum, and it's definitely more enjoyable than rubbing in a traditional bronzing drop. It's not streaky, and it's great to wear underneath foundation as a primer, or you can even mix it in with a foundation that's too light and apply it that way. You also get a Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewy Flush in Berry Flush. This one is the full size, and it's described as a tinted serum. Now, I know a lot of people who would enjoy this formula because of the lack of pigment moment. However, you guys know my preferences. I would have just preferred there be a little bit more. I do like the doe foot applicator, but when you go to blend it out, it really kind of blends out into nothing. My love for the other two products balanced with my hate for this one product, it's gonna make the rating a 3, right in the middle. Third on the list is the Holiday Skin Prep Vault, and man, do you get a ton of product in here. 10 full-sized, best-selling Glow Recipe products. All full sizes, you say? Talk to me, talk to me. Let's go over everything, shall we? The Watermelon Pink Juice Moisturizer. Unfortunately, I don't have this one with me because I couldn't find it, but I have tried it. I enjoy it. I like how it comes in a pump. I like how it's refillable. I like how it's lightweight. Let me just talk about the watermelon line from Glow Recipe really quickly. I've talked about my thoughts before regarding it. I like it just fine. Actually, a little bit more than just fine. I do enjoy it. However, my heart lies with the avocado line that Glow Recipe has. I know the watermelon line is best selling and it's what put them on the map, and I'm not denying those products aren't good, but I mean, I've tried other better moisturizers. Doesn't mean I don't like it, doesn't mean that I'm ultra wowed by it either. Speaking of the avocado line, the Avocado Ceramide Moisture Barrier Cleanser. I'm surprised I don't have a full size in my hands right now because this is my all-time favorite cleanser. I have gone through at this point more than 10 full-sized bottles of this moisturizer. It lathers so well. It makes my face feel so absolutely clean. My husband, who has sensitive eczema prone skin, also loves it and now refuses to use anything else. And listen, I have tried so freaking hard to break myself from the shackles of this damn face cleanser. I can't do it. I have 3 other face washes in my shower right now because I'm really wanting to branch out, find new formulas, and test out new face wash formulas because that's part of my freaking job. And all I want to do is march my ass to Sephora and buy another one of these damn cleansers. But I'm gonna wait for the sale. It is so good. I will never shut the fuck up about this cleanser. Jenny actually gave me one in my bag when we went on her bachelorette trip, and I smuggled that shit through TSA. I was really worried I was gonna have to throw it away because it was a full size and above the limit, but she made it. And then I finished it. Hence why I don't have it in my hands right now to show you. The Watermelon Pore Tight Toner. She's not my favorite toner. She's not horrible either. The Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist. Dare I say, I kind of enjoy this more than the toner because with the toner, I have to pour it into my hands and like pat it onto my face. With this, I could just spray it. Obviously, they have different ingredients and uses, whatever, but if I was between the two, I would pick this one. The Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewdrops. This was a moment. You can use this as a serum, as primer before your makeup. It makes your makeup look super smooth. I cannot deny how this makes your skin look. It's just so dewy and plump and glowy. However, I do think that the moment has passed on this product. There are a ton of other products that I think are better than this, but you're still good, don't worry. You also get the Watermelon Hue Drops, I just talked about this. The Guava Vitamin C Eye Gel, I don't have it in my possession, but I have tried it. It's not anything special to me. A full size of the Watermelon Bingsu, love. A Watermelon Jelly Sheet Mask, I actually have not tried this one, but I'm curious. And the last one is the Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewy Flush in Watermelon Flush. This is a $106 value, but for $199. If you are a big Glow Recipe fan, I think this is such a steal because it's all full-size products. I do wish they had a little bit more of variety in this vault, but it's understandable because, again, watermelon is one of their best-selling lines. But like, you could have swapped out some of the items, I think. Because of the lack of variety in here, I'm gonna give it a 4. Next up is the Watermelon Glow Dewy Skin Routine Gift Set. Again with the watermelon. I get it, but I also want it to stop. You get the Watermelon Sheet Mask, the Pore Tight Toner, the Dewdrops, and then the Pink Juice Moisturizer. The toner seems to be the only one that is a mini size and the rest seem to be full sizes, which is nice. This kit retails for $67. Unfortunately, it does not tell me what the value is, but $67 for this kit, I don't know, I just feel like it's not really worth it. That just might be my Glow Recipe watermelon product bias coming out, but I don't know, the watermelon line is just so fragranced. I also feel like it doesn't do much for my skin as much as the avocado line. I'm gonna rate this one a 2. All right, finally we're getting a little bit more variety. We're venturing away from the watermelon craze. This is the Plum Plump Deep Hydration Skincare Gift Set. You get a full size of the Plum Plump Hyaluronic Cream and then a mini of the Hyaluronic Serum. Deepest apologies if you hear the freaking lawnmower going off at what an inconvenient time. All right, hi guys, I'm back. You may notice I look a little bit different in this clip. Unfortunately, yesterday when I was filming, I started feeling a little bit dizzy and a little bit woozy, so I decided to cut the filming and just finish this video today. I'm still feeling a little bit off. The horrors persist, but so do I. Anyways, let's get back into talking about this set. This retails for $42, but is at a $59 value. I don't have the specific sizes that are in this set, but I do have the products. You get a mini of the Plum Plump Hyaluronic Serum, although I do have the full size here. Same goes for the Plum Plump Hyaluronic Cream. As you can tell, I have a travel size here, but in the kit, you do get a full size. And this is described as a cream, but I would honestly describe it more as a gel cream. It has that light, airy texture to it. Is this duo bad? No. Would I pay $42 for it? No. I'm gonna give her a 3. And the last gift set from Glow Recipe, this is the 12 Days of Glow Advent Calendar. The value of this one is at $200, but this retails for $110, and you get a mix of full sizes and sample sizes. You get what looks like a mini of the Watermelon Glow Dewdrops, and then you get a full size of the Watermelon Mist. You also get a full size of the Cloudberry Bright Essence Toner. I do not like this. The texture of it, it's clumpy. It's not liquid as a toner should be, in my opinion. I used this when it first launched, and I actually went to the launch event for it, and when I first got it, I used about half of it before I just realized it wasn't doing anything for my skin, and I was really turned off by the texture. It's kind of hard to see in the packaging, but the texture is like if you were to blend Jell-O down to a pulp. That's what it feels like. Then you get a little itty bitty sample of the Pore Tight Toner, and then you get a full size of the Blackberry Bingsu Glass Balm, a full size of the Hue Drops. Also, I'm kind of speeding through these products because I've already talked about all of them. A tiny sample of the Prickly Pear Mucin. If you guys watched my recent empties, I did finish a full bottle and I really love the serum. A mini of the Plum Plump Hyaluronic Cream. It's going to be a slightly bigger size than the one I have. Another tiny sample of the Cloudberry Cream. I have this in my collection, although I have not used it because I was just so turned off by this damn toner. The Watermelon Glow AHA Night Treatment. I don't really like this one. I just, ugh. Again, my feelings about the watermelon line are just very middle to low tier. You also get a sample size of the Avocado Cleanser. This is the actual size that you get. I have this because of Jenny. Now we take it traveling with us. And then you also get a sample size of the Dewy Flush and Berry Flush. Let's compare this one to the other vault that I mentioned. I do like the variety of this one better, but the fact that there are so many sample sizes, I'm not down with. At least the other one, it's all full sizes. I'm actually gonna rate this one a 2 because 5 of these products are just teeny tiny samples that you're gonna blow through. All right, moving on to Charlotte Tilbury. Looking at this now, I should have just included this one with the rest of her holiday sets, but whatever, it's too late now. This is Charlotte's Beauty Treasure Chest Makeup and Skincare Advent Calendar. This retails for $220, but it's a $305 value. I personally think that this looks better than last year's advent calendar. My friend Jenny did an unboxing with that last year, or was it 2 years ago? I don't know, a previous one, and it was just so underwhelming. This year's calendar includes 12 products, 5 of which are full size. The other 7 are minis. From the picture, it looks like the Beauty Wand is a full size, the Exaggerize Mascara, the eyeliner, the Lip Cheat Lip Liner, and the gloss. As for the minis, there's 2 lipsticks, another lip liner, the setting spray, the cleanser, the serum, and the magic cream. Now, I won't talk about the makeup because I already did a lot of that in the previous part, so go watch that if you have not already. It's linked down below. But let's talk about the skincare. Unfortunately, I have not tried the cleanser, but I have tried the other 2 products. Everyone is really obsessed with the magic serum. I find it to be just okay. I feel like it has an insanely high price tag for what it is. I would say the appeal of Charlotte Tilbury skincare is that it is really good makeup prep. Honestly, that's about the only reason that I would reach for Charlotte Tilbury skincare. It's not like I would use these at nighttime because I love the formulas. As for the magic cream, I love this as a primer. I think the consistency is really great. The fragrance is a little bit strong. It really creates a smooth base for your makeup, and the texture, it's not super thick or super light. It's a really good happy medium in my opinion. However, it is a moisturizer that you can go overboard with, so just keep that in mind. Do I like the novelty of an advent calendar? Yes. Would I purchase this for myself? don't know. Would I recommend it for others to purchase? I don't know, maybe. I only see the value in this if you exclusively use Charlotte Tilbury makeup and you already know if you like the skincare. If you use Charlotte Tilbury makeup but you haven't tried skincare yet and you're buying this set to try out said skincare, I would just say get a sample from Sephora. Gonna rate this a 2. Moving on to Charlotte's full skincare sets. These don't have any makeup. This is Charlotte's Hydration Revival Skincare Discovery Set. This is typed out in all caps on the Sephora website, so I guess I should say Charlotte's Hydration Revival Skincare Discovery Set. This set comes with 3 minis and a headband. The minis are the cleanser, which again, I unfortunately have not tried, the glow toner, and the magic water cream. I actually have a full size of the glow toner in my bathroom, but it's been sitting there for years because I just have not brought myself to try it because other products just seem more appealing to me. So that should tell you my thoughts on that. As for the water cream, it is a more lightweight version of, you guessed it, the magic cream. I do like that version a lot, unfortunately. That is a product that I would use without having to do any makeup. Because like I said, the main reason why I would use the magic cream is so I could have a nice flawless base underneath my makeup. With the water cream, I do view it as more of just skincare. Are you guys catching my drift? I think you are. This retails for $48, which I don't think is that bad, but I'm still gonna rate it a 2. And last from Charlotte is the Magic Skin Mini Kit. This retails for $46, and the minis you get in here are the Magic Serum and the Magic Cream. You also get a white quartz gua sha, and surprisingly, this is the first set that I've seen this year that includes a gua sha. If you're in the market for one and you know you already like these products, I think this is a good deal, but otherwise, I'm gonna give it a 2. Let's talk about the Sephora Favorites skincare must-have set. There are some absolute bangers in here, but let's see if it's actually worth it. $102 value for $60. You get a nice pouch, a sample of the Dewy Skin Cream, great if you have dry skin, but the sample size is kind of abysmal. You get a pack of 5 of the Dr. Dennis Gross peel pads. These are so good. Whenever my skin is feeling a little bit congested or just a little bit textured when I'm traveling, I love to bring these because they just clear it right on up. Now, this is not for the faint of heart. Be warned, it stings my eyes a little bit, not because I'm putting it directly on my eyelids, but because I'm putting it on my face and the fumes kind of waft up to my eyelids. But it's okay, every relationship has its ups and downs, and I'm willing to forgive ours. So once again, you get a pack of 5 of these, a sample of the Glow Recipe Dewdrops, a Topicals Faded Eye Mask, great, but unfortunately only a single use, a mini of the Delicia Drench Body Butter. I have the full size here. As you can tell, it's well loved. I love this scent. It's one of my favorite Sol de Janeiro scents. Now, even though the kit comes with a mini, this is thick, so the mini is still gonna last you a long time. This body butter has a really interesting texture. It's kind of like cream cheese, but not in a disgusting way. That's just like the closest thing I can describe it to. Just look at how much I've used. Clearly, she's well loved in this household. Also get a sample of the new Youth to the People cleanser, the one with papaya. I don't know, Youth to the People cleansers are just not up my alley. Oof. The kale and green tea one, I believe, the one that's super viral, it's so drying on my skin, which is crazy because I have oily skin and usually nothing is drying on me. So I just don't feel called to try this new one. But moving on, we have the Innisfree SPF. This is so good. Unfortunately, this is a mini size, but before I was on my Coola kick, I used this Innisfree one religiously. I've gone through, I don't even know how many tubes. I've put on so many people to the sunscreen. It just feels like moisturizer. I believe it's a chemical sunscreen, so there is no white cast, but it just feels so good and lightweight on the face. There's also, I believe this is a mini of the In Beauty Extreme Eye Cream. I have not tried this. Personally, eye creams are just a category that is very difficult for me to like because I feel like I just normally don't see a difference whenever I try a new eye cream. A sample of the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask. You guys already know I like this one. Drunk Elephant Hydration Serum. I'm so whatever about Drunk Elephant skincare. It's not even funny. But let's talk about the Dew Instant Angel because I actually have a full size here so I can show you the texture. This will be Nate's 3rd tube of this moisturizer. You get a mini in this kit, and this is just so good. It's thick but not overly heavy. It's nourishing. It is just so hydrating. The texture doesn't feel overly thick. Like, it's not as thick as the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask. It absorbs so easily. There's no fragrance. It's just, ooh, So good. All right, Dr. Idris Major Fade Serum. Have not tried this, but it looks like a tiny ass sample. Another tiny ass sample is the Caudalie Vino Perfect Serum. A travesty that this is a sample size because this is so good. I have a full size with me today because I always keep this shit on deck in my household. Know that I love you guys because I'm wasting product on my hand to show you when it could be on my face, clearing my dark spots. This is one of my all-time favorite serums for clearing my dark spots. It is expensive, but it is so good. It's one of those products that you can immediately see and feel a difference with the first use, and that is just so rare in skincare. Again, unfortunately, you do not get the full size in this kit. You get a teeny tiny sample size, but stay tuned because Caudalie has their own gift sets. You also get a sample of the Laneige Water Bank Moisturizer. This is good. And then you get a full size of the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. This one has a cult following. I'm not part of that cult, but if you are, good for you. Personally, I'm not feeling this one, but I do like the variety of brands in here and the variety of the types of products that you get. I'm gonna rate this one a 2. This next one is from Sephora Collection. This is the Premium Makeup and Skincare Advent Calendar gift set. 1. And I'm not going to elaborate. Next! This next kit is from Fenty Skin. This is the Skincare Lovers Cleanser, Toner, SPF Moisturizer, and Collector's Case. Now Fenty, y'all are kind of being sneaky because this looks like it's 4 products in this kit, but it's actually 3. You get a cleanser, a toner, and the SPF Moisturizer, but the SPF Moisturizer is in like one of those refill things, and then you put it into the limited edition carrying case, which is this bright fuchsia? Not fuchsia. It's kind of more of like a poppy color. I've only tried the Hydrovisor, which is the SPF moisturizer, and it just doesn't agree with my skin. It's a little bit too heavy feeling. The other 2 products I have not tried, and I don't feel called to try them. This set retails for $49. I just don't think it's worth it. 1. Next up is a skincare set from Kosas. This is the Plump and Juicy Makeup Prep Skincare Set. This set is valued at $50, but it retails for $38, and you get 3 minis. The Spray-On Serum, I don't have it in my hands right now, but it's somewhere around here because I have tried it. I would just prefer my serums be in like the little dropper bottle. A Spray-On Serum just seems kind of gimmicky. You get a Dream Beam Sunlit, which is their shimmery SPF. Dream Beam is definitely for more of my dry girlies. I think I mentioned this earlier when Dream Beam was included in one of the Sephora Favorites kits. Dream Beam Sunlit makes you look like a POC Tin Man. Golden face, if you will. And then I actually have the last mini. This is the Kosas Lip Balm. The Plump and Juicy Collagen Lip Boost, I should say. She's a thick... Oh, did you guys hear that? It kind of like squirted out. She's a thickums. She's fine. Gonna rate this one a 1. All right, next up is Merit, and they have the Mini Great Skin Skincare Essentials gift set. Y'all, I have the full size of the Great Skin Cleanser because I'm currently testing it out. It's one of the products that I tried this month. As you can tell, it's a bi-phase cleanser. It is a foaming cleanser, and unfortunately for me, foaming cleansers just don't make my face feel clean. This is advertised as a double cleanse face wash. Do not use this to double cleanse. It's not gonna make your face feel clean. This is so absolutely not memorable. The only reason why I've kept using this is so I can have a more well-rounded frame of thought for when I put this in my other video, the ones where I talk about the new products that I tried during specific months. Bad girl. I also have a sample of the Great Skin Serum. This absolutely sucks ass. Again, a bi-phase serum, and a serum is a really loosely used term in this instance because it just does not feel... Oh God. Okay, that landed everywhere. All over my face, and it's gonna break up my makeup now. Great, because of all the oil in there. Yes, I said oil because look at that. There's just the separation in there. Like, in what world is this good to people? People who enjoy this product, please come to the front because you're selling a lie. Fuck out my face. Horrible. All right, and the last mini in this kit is the Great Skin Priming Moisturizer. I actually have a full size here. Let's try her out. Cannot be worse than the serum. Okay, the texture feels nice. It feels lightweight. Doesn't really have a scent. Do we finally have a winner? Well, when I say winner, I mean one that isn't absolute trash. Yeah, she's cool, I guess. $52 value retailed at $39 for 3 minis, and one of them is absolutely atrocious. The other is just absolutely mid, and the third one The jury's still out on the third one. She's chill, I guess. One. We are ending on a more positive note. Let's talk about Tower28 Beauty. They have the Mini SOS Skincare Bestseller Set. Another trio of minis, and I actually have one of them here. This is the SOS spray. This is amazing for if you deal with acne, if you sweat a lot during your workouts. This is hypochlorous acid, so it's going to act as a refresher and also help kill any of the acne-causing bacteria. Whenever I exercise or I sweat, I just like to spray this all over my face, my chest, my back, because I just get a bunch of acne and texture all over my body because of the sweat. So this is such a lifesaver. I love the mini sizes for throwing it in my various gym bags. I also get a mini other cleanser. Now, I have not tried this one, but I am curious, so I actually may pick up one of these kits. And the last mini is of their Daily Barrier Recovery Cream. I tried this once and that was enough for me because this is really thick. Tower28 skincare is really rooted in helping those with eczema and those with sensitive skin, so it makes sense it's a little bit thicker to help with the dryness. All of these are accepted by the National Eczema Association, so if you struggle with eczema, definitely check this brand out. This kit is a $30 value, but it retails for $24, so the savings aren't really that great, but I do think it's a good kit if you want to have an introduction to the brand and if you do struggle with eczema and sensitive skin. I will be giving this to Nate to try, and if I do buy the set, I'm going to be giving him the mini in that set as well. I'm gonna rate this one a 4. All right, you guys, that is it for this installment. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I apologize for all the different lighting and outfit changes of this video. Hopefully we're back and better than ever with the next installment, and that one is going to be such a doozy because we are talking about so many more skincare brands. Laneige, Paula's Choice, Ulla Henriksen, Inky List, The Ordinary, the list goes on and on. We're moving on to the strictly skincare category, and I'm so excited because I've tried out so much skincare in my last 10 years as a creator, and I have a lot of thoughts. With that being said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, all that good, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!